The final world is one of the most mysterious places in the entire Kingdom Hearts series. It is the place you go when your body and heart perish together, yet continue to persist. So it's essentially a realm for people who are almost dead. Sora, after the initial encounter in Keyblade Graveyard where everyone almost perished. Now he's using this world again, seemingly to save Kairi in Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. During Sora's visit to this world in Keyblade Graveyard, we had the opportunity to interact with many stars just floating around. Most of them told stories of tragedy, about how they almost died and the ring will ended up there. The second cutscene being of a girl whose name we don't know. She talked about lots of vague stuff and left us with a name the players don't know but Sora does. The community desperately, after finding out this cutscene existed, went crazy with theories about who this girl is. Is this girl from the land of fairy tales by chance? Exactly who is this person? These theories have been going on for ages. The initial theory was that this person was either Master Ava or Strelitzia from Union Cross. I don't fully understand why some people think it's Ava, but I do know that the main reason most people go towards Strelitzia is because she was seen fading away in Union Cross. I'm going to play some lines from the cutscene.
So, whose heart? Someone's coming for you?
I cannot be certain, but were he to regain his old self again, he would be distressed by my absence. So I choose to wait here.
A person who has been changed beyond recognition, his heart replaced with another's. Well, interesting, but the player hadn't even interacted with Strelitzia but heard what Strelitzia's voice sounds like. From my perspective, Strelitzia is a really shy girl, who if she was waiting in the final world all this time, that she would be this calm and content. But there is a lot about Strelitzia and Union Cross we don't know, so wait. Though that's what I think about Strelitzia being the star. Now let's revisit these lines. Yeah, someone's coming for you? I cannot be certain. He's been changed beyond recognition, his heart replaced with another's. But were he to regain his old self again, he would be distressed by my absence. Sora eventually asks for his name. Us the player can't hear, but she whispers it, huh? Then makes this face and starts looking around as if someone must be playing some sort of joke. On this, Sora gets up and moves along. So figuring out who this person the star is talking about, either he's really familiar with, or she said way more, or something other than just only supposed to be parallels to one another. Sora meaning sky, Yozora meaning night sky. A couple of days ago, Nomura is seemingly putting a lot of stock into this character. It looks almost identical to the final world, except it's nighttime. If Sora is in the final world and Remind to try and find Kairi, then Yozora must be a girl we know literally nothing about, though we know Yozora and this entire Verum Rex thing has littered references towards Final Fantasy Versus 13 written all over it. Stella Nox. This person was seemingly set up to be a very important character, and Noctis names mean night sky. Stella, who I'm going to compare to this as well to begin with. The only weird thing about this speculation is how she ended up in the final versions depending on the character, though that's not confirmed and I don't know if that will ever happen, but it is a possibility, so that is something to point out. That's pretty much it though for the speculation slash half-baked theory video. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think of this. I'm not the craziest theory person or anything, but I do think this one has a strong possibility of being true. Feel free to type anything down below letting me know your thoughts, and if you're interested in hearing any more of my crazy and weird theories. I just want to give a big shout out to the voting a lot, and you guys have been eating it up. You guys have been enjoying it and the channel, and then going from there. By the time this video is uploaded, I don't know what we're going to be at. Maybe we'll be at 9K by now, but I know we're closing in on 9K as of this recording, so we only have about 1,000 more. You guys are honestly the best, man, and I appreciate every single one of you so very much. You guys mean the world to me. This decade has been a wild ride. This year has been a wild ride. It is just another year ending, but when I look back at these times, I will definitely remember them very, very fondly. But going into 2020, 2021, 2022, get used to them when those years come. We're going to keep grinding and working hard as we always do on this channel. However, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, share the video with a friend or a family member, and last but not least, if you have not already and want to become a part of the Union, all you have to do is hit that red little subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.